Well, all right. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this informational webinar. We appreciate your time today and welcome you to the first in our series of AI and business intelligence webinars. My name is Morgan Wheeler. I am the Director of Data Solutions here at CDI, and I would like to wish you a very early and happy Halloween. I hope it is a fun day for you, and I do beg your pardon for a bit of unabashed holiday humor that we used in the title and content of this webinar. We definitely like to have a little fun here at CDI. So today we will be reviewing a few spooky topics. We will go over ghost content and what that is and how it matters to you. We'll talk about the AI features in Laserfiche, some AI outside of Laserfiche, smart fields, the AI in Laserfiche workflow, some remote agents, and our ArcGIS and Power BI integration. Wanted to note that Laserfiche was recently named a leader in the Gartner Magic Quadrant for document management and AI. You can see how Gartner recognized us based on the completeness of our vision and our ability to execute. And in today's digital workplace, data is generated faster than organizations can keep up, flowing in from emails, documents, chat messages, cloud drives, vendors. And while this information should be a strategic asset, it can often become a burden. And the focus of today's webinar will be to take that sheer volume and variety and speed of data creation and turn it into a digital asset, largely through the use of AI tools. Just a little bit of housekeeping today. All of the participants are muted. You are welcome to type questions in the question box, and I will answer them throughout the presentation. The slides and screenshots will be available upon request, and this webinar will indeed be recorded. So in the spirit of Halloween, let's talk about ghost content. Managing this ever-growing pile of digital data is like trying to shut a giant digital trunk drawer that can be overwhelming and disorganized and sometimes nearly impossible to control. We've been scanning documents into Laserfiche now, in some cases, for decades. And at the core of this challenge is the fact that 90% of enterprise data is unstructured. That means it lives in inconsistent formats. It can be scattered across disconnected systems and difficult, if not impossible, to find or use effectively. Ghost content refers to the data your organization technically owns, but can't find or use effectively, or may not even realize that it exists. It often hides in forgotten file shares or siloed legacy systems, outdated email threads, paper archives, even on personal desktops. And it can also be locked away in unsupported formats or buried within outdated workflows, which makes it invisible to the business or the city, the county, the school, and inaccessible to the people who need it. There are really three different kinds of ghost content that we'll talk about addressing here with the Laserfiche AI tools and strategies from CDI. They are lost or hard to find data, siloed data, and unstructured data. And that's where Laserfiche and Cities Digital come in. Solving the ghost content problem doesn't require a massive system overhaul, just some simple adjustments and use of modern tools. With AI-powered tools, organizations can uncover, organize, and unlock the value of hidden content already within their systems. Modern platforms are transforming data management and enabling users across all their departments, not just IT or data experts, to quickly find and utilize content more effectively. Just as an example, take Laserfiche's Smart Chat as an example, where users can ask natural language queries like, what are the key risks in this contract? Or summarize this quarter's financial report, maybe get clear answers in seconds rather than hours. By uncovering ghost content and turning it into actionable information, Organizations can move from data overload to insight-driven decision-making, and with the right AI power tools, what once felt like digital chaos can become a strategic advantage to fuel automation, accelerate workflows, and empower teams to focus on what truly matters. So what can AI do for us within Laserfiche? The AI tools in Laserfiche will help you do a number of things. They'll help you process data faster, transforming your organization's data into the fuel that empowers your operations. Laserfiche's smart data processing tools make it easy to extract the information you need to fast-track business processes, whether you're onboarding new employees or migrating patient records or closing insurance claims. AI, if nothing else, proposes the ability to move faster. The AI tools inside and out of Laserfiche will help you generate content as well. I'm sure many of you are familiar with that. Take the complexity out of content creation, generate document summaries in seconds to share key information from meeting notes, streamline analysis of regulatory documents or mitigate risk, or evaluate and disseminate customer feedback to quickly address service issues. Those AI tools inside Laserfiche and out will also help you deliver insights, condensing large bits of information down to the pieces that you need. Ask natural language questions of your content for faster time to insight. We'll see that today. Make informed decisions without the need for manual document review. Laserfiche tools deliver these answers, not just search results as we've seen in the past. So AI is well positioned to evolve your Laserfiche system from basic document storage to a data lake, nothing short. Laserfiche is a classic data lake by definition. You have unstructured data like GPS coordinates buried within a PDF that are not in the metadata or in the file names. You have semi-structured data like a document in an intuitive folder structure with some template data, and fully structured data where all the needed information is neatly OCR'd and included in electronic template data. The new Laserfiche AI tools and strategies from CDI will help you structure that data so as to improve search, usability, integrate content into other applications, and even push that data out to an AI agent or LLM for model training, summarization, extraction, etc. One of the key ways that CDI is transforming document archival systems is to extract specific information from documents into structured metadata for use in integrations, AI, and as data sources. We extract that information in a number of ways from documents and systems, and CDI's integrations with Laserfiche are a powerful tool to marry documents, staged point and plot data with real-time maps or other accounting applications, permitting applications, you name it. And the use of this information then helps keep that data up to date and accessible. More importantly, using the document management system as a data lake allows your city, your county, your hospital, your school district to use that data without necessarily accessing the document, and use the points of data buried within those documents to inform holistic analysis for things like event planning, crime abatement, neighborhood cleanup, ADA compliance, invoice processing, hiring, you name it. There are various techniques spanning from the smart fields that we'll review today, and pattern matching in Laserfiche, extraction via API, and or other applications, possibly and likely feeding information to other databases like geodatabases for ArcGIS, cleaning that data and mapping it, and even going so far as to feed other AI engines, maybe even like the GeoAI feature within Esri's ArcGIS application, or ChatGPT, Copilot, or even your own tailored large language model or spatial algorithm. The point being is that we can use document-based location data in novel ways, just perhaps with a little bit of integration and a sprinkle of AI, really breathing a new life back into these voluminous document management systems. So Laserfiche has released a new exciting feature called Smart Fields, and you can turn any document into structured and meaningful data automatically. Just one of many of the AI tools built within Laserfiche. Smart Fields is a powerful, flexible, intelligent data capture tool that works in virtually any use case. It supports multiple language models and languages. It allows for line item extraction, handwriting recognition, and complex table data extraction, and even more. Smart Fields really does position the application to revolutionize data capture by employing advanced optical character recognition and ICR, handwriting recognition, and machine learning to intelligently extract and validate critical information directly from documents. That whole structuring unstructured documents and their data idea. This powerful feature eliminates the time-consuming and error-prone process of manual data entry, immediately improving data quality and accelerating business processes. This Smart Fields feature can automatically locate and parse relevant data points, things like invoice numbers, vendor names, dates, line item details, even from complex or unstructured documents, the voluminous PDFs that were scanned through a network device, leveraging pre-trained or custom models to learn the nuances of your specific document types. And by dynamically mapping this extracted data to the appropriate fields, the Smart Fields feature instantly populates the templates and initiates workflows. This ensures that critical data is immediately available and actionable within your Laserfiche repository and connected systems, no matter where it came from or who scanned or imported it, or what scanned and imported it to Laserfiche. Now, the real transformative power of Smart Fields lies in its ability to drive workflow automation and maintain data governance. By serving as an intelligent front end to your business processes, backing up your staff, making them more empowered and more capable, Smart Fields not only captures data, but also applies validation rules and context-aware logic to ensure compliance and accuracy before that data is even saved. This validated, now structured data seamlessly fuels downstream automation, allowing Laserfiche to automatically route documents, move data out through the API, trigger notifications, integrate with ERP systems without human intervention or other systems. And this shift to intelligent automated data capture significantly reduces operational costs and makes you more powerful with the resources you have. It enhances regulatory compliance and definitely frees up staff to focus on higher value tasks, fundamentally transforming how organizations manage their information, accelerate their digital transformation, and how they use Laserfiche, not just as a scanning and archival system, but now as a data lake readily available for your AI tools. So here we see Smart Fields in action, pulling line items, date, and address, for instance, off of an invoice. Here we had a hard drive invoice. It pulled the item description, the price, quantity, line total, invoice date, even the vendor address, and of course, the invoice totals. And as I promised, Smart Fields even works with handwritten documents. Now, no measure of handwritten extraction is perfect, and I definitely test that solution with my own chicken scratch handwriting, but that's why human in the loop review is critical. And that review helps train the extraction algorithms to become better each time. There are also new Smart Chat features. This one currently only available on the Laserfiche cloud model, but nonetheless, a new offering and soon to be released elsewhere. This boosts productivity with quick access to insights from your help documentation and your repository content. You can ask questions and get instant tailored responses using an intuitive chat interface, one of the brand new features released recently in Laserfiche. Close on its coattails is the AI document summarization powered by generative AI. This technology is one more step in Laserfiche's transformative journey to harness AI for customer productivity, and users can add any document into the repository or a video, something with a text or voice transcription, yes, even videos. And next, select the document and then go to the details pane and click a summary tab. And there's a create summary button, and in a few seconds, you receive a concise description of the document's contents. You can delete it, copy, regenerate it if you like, and with that single click, you can also share the summary directly into an email or copy the summary with a URL. If you have thousands of invoices that aren't labeled and filed yet, you generate a summary to understand the vendor, age, value of the invoice without even diving into it. Do you perhaps have a trove of historical documents from a migration that are a mystery to you, that infamous ghost content, and you're not sure what retention policy to apply? Well, use the AI tools to generate a summary to find out which ones you need for compliance. These are just a few of the examples of the efficiencies that we expect to see from our customers, using summaries to ensure key insights and data are not overlooked, and allowing for better decision making and quickly finding the content that matters to you. Now, I mentioned workflow inside and out of Laserfiche, and thus far we've only talked about the built-in features. Now here are the new Laserfiche AI features that really excite me and make Laserfiche and its AI tools more relevant to the broader organizational content and AI of your choice. You can create structured information from unstructured data and interact with LLMs and AI agents of your choosing with the new Laserfiche workflow AI activities. These Laserfiche AI workflow activities are pre-built. They're configurable actions that use AI for tasks like extracting data, summarizing documents, or even analyzing document sentiment. All the types of AI activities include custom AI tasks, routing, key extraction and translation. The custom AI task is really the primary activity for leveraging AI. It lets you create custom prompts, extract the key information from documents, summarize content, and perform sentiment analysis, all those built-in features, but now with the AI algorithm, LLM, or agent of your choosing. So how this fits into the workflow process, just as a model for where to get started, is you'd start a workflow. A workflow can be started by a trigger or a new document being added, and then you'd process it with AI. A workflow instance reaches a custom AI task activity where it sends the prompt out to your LLM. You get the results from that LLM, like ChatGPT or Gemini or Copilot, Cloud, Grok, and the information and returns are processed back into Laserfiche as a token. And workflow can then act on these results. These tokens are used by subsequent activities to perform actions, something like if the AI extracts a department name, an address, GPS coordinates, a workflow activity can use that information to route the document to the appropriate department approval group, export it to a geodatabase for use in Esri's ArcGIS map layers, or even push it to a reporting database for use in Power BI. The sky's the limit. The custom AI activity allows users to define specific prompts to use supported LLMs, large language models, for these tasks, which the results are then used to drive subsequent actions and populating metadata, routing documents, all of that, all of the natural features that you're used to achieving with Laserfiche workflow are game. These AI activities are integrated within the traditional workflow activities to automate complex business processes without requiring any code. Using the AI results in workflows, this can then perform automatic routing based on the AI generated insights, generate regular expressions, populate metadata fields, and really serve as the building block for AI empowered automation. The AI activities work alongside those traditional activities, so this can be integrated into your existing Laserfiche workflows and can even handle traditional activities like adding a sticky note or text annotations, tags, writes, sending email notifications, and of course, routing documents to particular users. This is one of my favorite new built-in Laserfiche AI activities and functions because it allows you to use the LLM of your choice. Now, taking AI to even the next level, the programmatic level, we can't forget about the Laserfiche API. Documents, their metadata, summaries, search results, statistics can all be called via the Laserfiche API. Workflows can be started via the API. Documents uploaded to the repository, workflows triggered or metadata retrieved, etc. And the API itself can be used in conjunction with those AI tools. So think an auto organizer for your Laserfiche repository. The Laserfiche API is a collection of secure RESTful web APIs designed to facilitate interaction with either the Laserfiche cloud or self-hosted repositories and components. It allows other applications to integrate with Laserfiche, enabling custom solutions and advanced workflows. Online interactive API documentation helps navigate this particular tool. Lots of folks look at API documentation and immediately get a little apprehension, but Laserfiche built this API in a tool called Swagger, which makes it extremely user-friendly, allows developers to explore available methods and test requests right there out of the API Swagger dialog, and view responses right there in their web browser without affecting their production repository. Now, the core challenge for any AI initiative is data access. And the secure, robust, RESTful Laserfiche repository API is a solution, offering programmable interaction with your repository's documents and folders and metadata. And the process would be built out a little something like this. First, you'd establish a secure connection, usually involving the standard OAuth 2.0 authentication. You then register your application, which is your AI or the system driving it, in the Laserfiche developer console, and that'll generate the required credentials. Thus far, built just the way you would do any API call to and from Laserfiche. You then use those credentials to request what's called a JSON web token or a bearer token to authenticate your request. And then you use that token with your AI tool, and that will make standard HTTP requests. Those things like GET and POST to the repository API and accessing content. Then we extract the documents and metadata. This is where you'd pull the raw material for your AI models, and you'll use that API to first identify and locate the documents that you and your AI need to process. You use the endpoints to navigate the folder structure, allowing for systematic processing of the content within the specific folders, and the result is usually a list of entry IDs, OCR text, or metadata pulled from those documents. Now, once you have that information, the entry ID, you have two primary extraction methods to feed the AI: metadata extraction or document content extraction. So you'd use something like a GET request on the specific entry to retrieve the metadata and things like the template values and field values. And that data is already structured and highly valuable for training or direct use in an AI application, enabling things like fraud detection or compliance checks. The response is typically what's called a JSON payload. little more technical than today's content, but it's just a table file, something like an Excel spreadsheet, but used in the communication between two applications. So the second method, the document content extraction, you use the export entry endpoint within the Laserfiche API. This is a critical call, as it actually retrieves the file content. So your choice of export method depends on the AI tool's need and your business use case. You can extract the electronic eDoc part, the PDF, the TIFF, the doc file, and this raw file can then be fed into an external OCR or intelligent document processing service, or a pre-trained LLM model like Copilot, ChatGPT, Google Gemini for an analysis. The documents that have already undergone OCR in Laserfiche can have that OCR layer extracted into the AI agent, which provides clean text that is immediately usable for natural language processing tasks like sentiment analysis, document summarization, text classification, training bots on your website. That OCR layer is a critical piece of training data that can be fed into an AI agent used for numerous purposes. Now, the final phase is the AI processing and write back to the repository. So after the AI tool performs its analysis, perhaps a custom machine learning model classifying contract risk, or an LLM summarizing legal filings, you write that back to the API and the repository using what's called the write back process. You'd update the metadata, that's called a patch process, and this allows the AI tool to take its derived insight, let's say it's a risk score or a summarized abstract or classified document type, and it automatically populates new metadata fields in Laserfiche for use within Laserfiche, or export to a database, or use in Power BI or Esri's ArcGIS application. And this is where we start turning that unstructured content, that ghost content, into instantly searchable structured data that can trigger additional Laserfiche workflows and be integrated into your additional systems. Now, the original document doesn't always have to come back. If the AI generates a new asset, such as a derived document, that can also be stored into the repository. And you have lots of options based on your business need and what precise information you want extracted from the documents and returned to the repository. And by architecting this secure programmatic loop using the Laserfiche API, we're able to seamlessly bridge our content repository with an external AI platform, making our enterprise data actionable and dramatically accelerating digital transformation. I know that was a lot, but this AI concept is evolving and something that we are packaging up. Despite its technical nuances and details, we're packaging it up for use in our clients' everyday lives. For the programmers on the line, Laserfiche also has a full Python capability set, including an active GitHub repository that offers various resources for developers, including sample projects to get you started, API utilities, UI components, etc. The API enables integration with your other enterprise applications. Python is a popular tool used to geocode information out of large data sets for use in ArcGIS, for mapping and property information, or ERP systems for managing accounting transactions and storing invoices. The Laserfiche API offers a very high level function for integrating the repository with those outside applications. And it is almost caught up with the even more comprehensive Laserfiche SDK. So let's talk now about agents, so remote agents. That's another tool within the Laserfiche repository and the latest version. Remote agents provide a secure connection to resources behind your firewall, so work can be performed locally and the results sent back to process automation tools. Remote agents consist of queues and workers. Queues will schedule the tasks that the workers need to complete. Workers perform the tasks and send back the results. Remote agents are used to perform work associated with external data sources, web services, AI algorithms, etc. So a couple of the nuances of what the Laserfiche remote agents consist of is that one is concurrency. So it allows you to control the amount and type of work produced by the workers. Here we'd set that usually commensurate with how much work a machine can process, how many resources you have available. For example, if a machine has 2 processors, we set that to 2. We set concurrency to 2 CPUs, resulting in the worker processing no more than 4 work items in total for that queue at any given time. We can also set an absolute limit rather than per processor. And the plugins allow the workers to perform the type of work specified there in the plugin. So the workers are locally installed registered machines that can process the work items added to the queues, perhaps coming back from an AI agent. And these are downloaded and configured locally on a host. And you can install up to 3 of them per host. So for those who might not already know, ArcGIS is a very popular integration target for Laserfiche. It's the ultimate power grid for geographic intelligence, and it fuses the data from various sources, including Laserfiche, onto visually pleasing maps. It doesn't just make maps, it builds immersive 2D and 3D digital twins of the real world, revealing hidden patterns you just would never see in a spreadsheet. And it also has built-in AI tools and can benefit from the AI tools in Laserfiche or these third-party LLMs. With advanced spatial analytics and AI, it can transform location into a predictive engine. So it empowers you to optimize your logistics, manage risk, and forecast. And many of our clients here at CDI use ArcGIS, including the cities, counties, special districts, healthcare organizations, banks, insurers, manufacturers, marketers, you name it. It is by far the leading map application. And CDI, as a leading GIS consultant and integrator and Laserfiche distributor, developed our own integration between ArcGIS and Laserfiche. And that integration offers the best of both worlds: document data in your maps and map data in your documents, providing time-saving interaction between the ArcGIS map layers and the Laserfiche docs and data. This integration allows users to view, search, upload documents directly into Laserfiche through the ArcGIS interface, where maps then auto-populate to indicate which features on the map have associated document data. Map data is also visible back on the documents in Laserfiche, and the integration can be set up with a single or multiple map layers to allow for multiple department use, map loading efficiency, and use in public portals where not necessarily every point, line, or polygon needs to be shared with the public. So CDI can guide you through this fast-paced world of AI within maps, even by developing machine learning algorithms inside and outside of your GIS application, largely to extract geospatial data, detect, classify, and cluster features, trend, and predict what's coming down the pipeline. This may very well be data that came out of a Laserfiche document, refined by an AI algorithm, and pushed into a geodatabase behind ArcGIS. Think automatic extraction of addresses, GPS coordinates, boundary descriptions for polygon generation, right from Laserfiche into your GIS application. And this is a major challenge for organizations where GIS staff are typically not included in the standards for document capture, like the permitting desk or where plans are developed, aerial photos, etc. And GeoAI, which stands for Geospatial Artificial Intelligence, is AI fused within geospatial data, science, technology, and documents and map layers. And it accelerates real world understanding of business opportunities, environmental impacts, risks, even things like how quickly you're converting intersections for ADA compliance. We here at CDI can help you save time by automating the extraction of information, the classification of that information, and the detection of information from data such as imagery, video, point clouds, and text. And then again, performing predictive analysis using machine learning, things like detecting clusters, hotspots, calculating change over time, finding patterns, and forecasting outcomes with spatial algorithms backed by our GIS experts. Things like automatically detecting illegal swimming pools or parking lot space. This addition of AI into not only Laserfiche, but also ArcGIS improves the data quality and consistency and accuracy, allowing for better prediction, better trending, a better pattern detection, better hotspot response. We have a vector control district client that uses this type of technology to detect mosquito outbreaks and improve abatement. And this data is then pushed plainly or visually into other applications like Power BI or your city data portal. And all of this brings location intelligence to decision making, accelerating your timeline for situational awareness. I mentioned Power BI, and so CDI will soon be releasing numerous Power BI dashboards for Laserfiche Forms workflow in the repository. Just as a starter, we have a fully comprehensive Power BI and AI team, and these dashboards for Laserfiche at least will work with your cloud or on-premise instances of Power BI and directly read the SQL databases behind these applications to provide high-level summaries of your repository, workflow activity, and forms. These dashboards will provide a single pane of glass and describe the who, what, why, where, and when, and how of many workflows, forms, and repository statistics. So a plug here for our talented GIS team here at CDI. Yes, CDI has a fully staffed GIS division in addition to our Laserfiche consultants, supporters, and integrators. We offer a comprehensive set of services to get you started on better use of document-based point, line, and polygon data. In addition to our expertise in document management and ArcGIS, we are also the lead integrator of ArcGIS with tools like Laserfiche. Just to name a few things we do, we convert old maps and files of various types to geo-referenced data, whether they're electronic or physical, open source or proprietary. We can help you align those aerial maps, aerial photos, sensor data, drone images, LiDAR, etc., into advanced mapping layers, develop and clean geodatabases from your various application and document data to build real-time digital twins in ArcGIS, possibly using the AI tools in the process. And if you're short on GIS staff, we can help you with that too, providing short-term or long-term staff augmentation and GIS project management services. We at CDI are ready to be your premier partner in not only GIS, but the other side of data and analytics and visualization as well. Our mission is to help you see your data clearly and transform it into a powerful asset for decision-making and operational efficiency. Our Power BI and data and analytics services are also comprehensive and built around providing everything you need for successful data and business intelligence initiatives. Just some of our core services involve combining advanced technology solutions with a team of highly knowledgeable professionals to offer a complete suite of services focused on Power BI and other reporting tools as well. We offer strategy and advisory to help you start your journey on a solid foundation by aligning analytics with your core business goals. Strategic roadmap services, where we assess your current landscape and create tailored phased plans for integrating and scaling Power BI across your organization. Data governance and security planning, AI strategy, data modeling and cleaning, and as well as, of course, report and dashboard development, and helping you unleash the power of artificial intelligence to discover trends and gain competitive advantage with our AI and predictive analytics services. These are often integrated directly with Power BI. We also help with implementation and development and have a traditionally hands-on service approach focused on building and delivering powerful user-friendly dashboards and empowering your team to do the same. We also offer fully managed administrative and support services. If you don't have on-staff Power BI experts, we can train them up. We're here to empower your team to become more data-driven. Our programs are designed to upskill your staff from beginners to advanced analysts. We offer a dashboard in a day training program as an example to help go from 0 to hero in just one day with Power BI dashboards. So we aim to be a thought leader, and hence our first in a series of AI webinars here at CDI. We've created numerous online resources for your digital journey. Just to point out a few was our client portal. It's got all kinds of great stuff, articles, informational resources, how-tos. Our YouTube channel takes that and puts it in nice videos you can follow. We have a blog. This as an example of many of our webinar series. We have a newsletter that goes out. And of course, our consulting team, GIS team, and data and AI team is also ready to assist you at any time. So that wraps up our webinar for today. I appreciate the 42 minutes we spent together. I'm going to end on our questions slide. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them. Here's my contact information. I oversee our data and analytics and data solutions and GIS teams. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions about how folks are using AI to liven up their Laserfiche system, to inform better integrations, to train off of document-based data. That's the world I live in, and I'm happy to help you with that as well. I'm just morgan.wheeler@CDI support or citiesdigital.com, as you might know it. And you can reach me at the phone number on the screen or our general 800 number, that and extension 156, or just say into the voice prompt who you're looking for. And I will end with our question session. If there are any questions, please feel free to put them into the chat and I'll be happy to answer them. I'll stick around until everyone leaves the webinar and all the questions are asked. And I hope you have a great digital day and happy Halloween. Thank you for your time. Bye for now.